there is no one here. I am inking on screen because I totally forgot to clean my parallel after last week's session. So I'm doing it right now, live. Hopefully I will not make a disaster like I've done before in the past. Okay. There's literally nobody in the room, so I'm actually talking to myself. And that's okay. I mean, whatever. We do it sometimes. Oh, hello! Yay! Okay, we have Stephen Blake, Jose, Koto, Bun, Alexandra, Janine. Hello, everyone! Oh my god, thank you so much for joining. Okay, so it's been a busy morning. Our mailer just went out, and I was running a little behind. Yes, this is a Pita Pit napkin. I am super classy. So I was running behind, and the mailer is out. If you haven't seen it, check it out on our blog because it's a spring cleaning event. So there's a whole bunch of stuff on sale, like pen flash and Kobe inks, like select Kobe inks. So check it out. And in the meantime, we will have enough chit chat on that. And now we are going to move on to Inkspiration. Okay. Yeah. So as usual, we are going through the goodies that we're going to be working with. One of the first things, as you know, is the Clairefontaine 1951 staple-bound notebook. I know regulars know what this is, but for any newcomers, and if you're watching this on YouTube later and you are unfamiliar, that's the notebook. Let's do our standard test. Oh, that's so good. We have a Mr. Eric Orozco. Hello, Eric. Hello, Paul. I'm assuming this is Paul of Ackerman. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Okay, this is Aziza, in case anyone's wondering, from Gourmet Pens. Okay, so that was the notebook. Very important to listen to the crinkle. One of the highlights of fountain pen paper. We are using the Pilot Parallel 6mm pen, like my standard Inkspiration pen, because it's amazing. And today's ink is Kobe number 2, which is called, and like I'm gonna probably butcher this name, but it's Hatoba Pier blue. And it's very interesting. So let's take a look at it. It's interesting because it's a blue, and it's a pretty blue. So let's go. Yes, let us do this. Clairefontaine. I have a lot of energy this morning. I don't know why. Usually I don't. But today is one of those like energy days. And I have so much energy. I wanted to wake up early and like go for a run and like be all amazing and healthy. As it turns out, I did not go for a run, but I did wake up early. I was excited to be here for Inkspiration. That's how it is. That's how it is, y'all. Okay, so we got Kobe number 2. And this is Hatoba Pier blue. All right. We have, first of all, we have a hello. Thank you all again for coming here, because if nobody came here, I would spend the 15 minutes talking to myself, and that would be pretty weird. I mean, I do that anyway, but then it would become like publicly known that I'm talking to myself. So we are going to go with a hello. Look at that blue already. Isn't it lovely? Yes, it is. And then we are going to write Jello. Fabulous. That's not actually, that looks like an N, but it's an H, not an N. Hello, give you guys a heart. How are you guys all doing? Is everyone doing well? I hope everyone is like happy and healthy and safe. Safe is important. Happy is important. Healthy is important. All of these things are important. Okay, so we have the Kobe Hatoba Pier blue. Is it like Sargasso Sea? You know, I actually think it's sort of, I think it's in the same blue range, but it's kind of like dusty blue, like a muted like blue, if that makes any sense. It definitely has some sheen going on in there. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. I'm thinking Sargasso Sea is a bit more vibrant. I could be wrong. Oh, Annabelle, hoi. Let me think. Okay, so we have 3 Dutchies in the room. So I'm thinking goedenavond. Yes, I'm gonna write it. Okay, I'm gonna write it in 2 words. No, I'm not. No, never mind. Changing my mind. Oh, I already started. Okay. I was going to write it, but then I don't know if it's like goedenavond or goedenavond. Somebody help me out here. Okay, well, you know what? That's just hideous. Ignore that. Goedenavond. Okay. Thank you. So it's great to have a lot of energy and be like really wired in the morning, but it's not so good when you're trying to think. It doesn't come together well. So, goedenavond. Yeah. Goedemiddag. Nog eventjes. Actually, you're not sure? Okay, let's put a small n just in case. Goedenavond. How is that? Oh, it's amazing. Okay, let's look at some swabbage. Basically, when I do swabbage, I just take my parallel and I just smear the ink around and look at it that way because that's fun. Let's give that a second to dry. Hello, Simar. Oh, it's goedenavond. Shoot. Well, we have the little N there. Okay, so it's definitely a muted blue. Personally, I prefer like super vibrant blues like this one, which was the Bungu Box Sapphire. But if you're looking for something that's a little more muted, not as like bright blue, not a bad option. Yeah, it's got some sheen. It shades, I would say like a low to medium. You know? All right. Sonar! Oh my goodness. Oh, guys, you guys are so funny. Okay. Okay, so I have showed you that. Now, last week we did the Bungu Box Sapphire, and it was, I used all these swabs, so I'm just gonna go through them again. So if this is really boring, I'm sorry, but it's just that they happen to be in the same category. So we have the Kobe, wait, that's horrible. Sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. Wow. Okay, there we go. Kobe Hatoba Pier Blue. Actually, it shades pretty well on this. And it's got some red sheen. But you can see that it's like sort of muted. It's not a vibrant blue. It's like a muted, like cloudy blue, you know? This is your favorite part. Excellent. Yes, it is a Swabapalooza. I have so many, and there are so many more. I should show you my swab box. Okay, so let's go with that. We've got Robert Oster Aqua. Totally not in the same category, but that's okay because if you have Aqua and you want to compare it, this is what it looked like. Got Montegrappa Dark Blue. We have Kobe number 14, Maya Lapis Purple. And in case you're worried, because you already have Maya Lapis Purple, they are different. This one is definitely lacking the purple. So there you go. Good excuse to buy 2 inks. We have Kobe number 17, Shioya Blue. This is a nice one, isn't it? It's like more of a sky blue. We've got Robert Oster Blue Sea. Kobe number 7, Kaikyo Blue. Blue-black for sure. We've got Peve Ackerman number 11, Trève Turquoise. This is like one of my favorite turquoises, just saying. We have Waterman Inspired Blue, which is another one of my favorite turquoises. Robert Oster Great Southern Ocean. That's kind of interesting. I think I'm going to have to do this in an Inkspiration. What do you think? Yeah. Robert Oster Blue Denim. This one is so pretty as well. Like it's like a twilight blue with a lot more shading, I think. We've got Giabin Bleu Pervenche. Mont Blanc UNICEF Blue. This is not my favorite swab I've ever done. This one I was still learning how to like figure out my swabbage. Robert Oster Australian Sky Blue. If you were here last week, you will know how obsessed I am with this particular swab because I am just like, it just came out so awesome. Like so much shading and it's got some sheen. It just looks so good. I have not shown how I make my swabs, only because I'm really lazy, but I think I'm going to have to do a video on that. These are the old style swabs, and this is the new style, and I think the new style really shows off the ink better. So this one was just a disaster, as you can see. It's Noodler's Navy. It just, I don't know. I just couldn't get it right, so maybe I'll have to redo this one. We've got Sailor Shimoyo, sort of like a black blue, not a blue black. Kind of interesting. Robert Oster, Soda Pop Blue. This one makes me hungry, and I really only wanted this ink because it's named Soda Pop Blue, and Soda Pop is like one of my favorite story characters from the book The Outsiders. Anyway, Robert Oster Blue Water Ice. Diamine Havasu Turquoise, another one of my favorite turquoises. Waterman Mysterious Blue. What is the one on the right? That is the ink that we are using today for Inkspiration. That is Kobe #2 Hatoba Pier Blue. So we're going to get back to it in a second. Like we're going to take a look at some of this a bit more, but just taking you through some swabbage right now. We've got Waterman Mysterious Blue. This one is really dark. I'm going to have to redo this one as well. This is Robert Oster's Ink Art .ink line for Lake of Fire. Bungu Box 4B, which is their blue black. I really like this one. This is one of the first Bungu Box inks I ever used. Diamine Twilight, another one of my favorites. It's just so perfectly named, and it's such a stellar color. Aurora Blue Black, which is like more in the blue black range. No, anyway. Kiyo no Oto Ionibi. The Quasi Ink Azure #2. Did you know we have Quasi now? If you don't, you should check it out. And last week's is Bungu Box Hatsukoi. So you can see there is a difference. They are both made by Sailor, but they are different. So there you go. Now I'm gonna move all these swabbies out of the way. Yay! Make you all nauseated by doing horrible things like that. Let's turn the page. Let's do some writing. I know, whoever said blues are boring, and honestly, I used to hate blues too, and all of a sudden, I realized that they actually had so much character and so much depth, depending on the blue, of course, but there's so much more to them than just being a blue. So I agree with you that they're underappreciated. Wait a minute. I'm just realizing I wrote Hatsoba, and I think it's actually called Hatoba. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. Okay, let me write that again. It's Hatoba Pure Blue. Why did I write Hatsoba? What is wrong with me? Why did nobody correct me? I need like babysitting when I make swabs. The problem is I can't write and think and spell at the same time. So, terribly sorry. Please don't hate me forever. I'm just going to write the actual name. I am so sorry if I have offended or upset you with calling it Hatsoba, because there's just something wrong with me. So, yes. Does the bottle for Kobe #2 only say Hatoba? Yes, and the thing is, they always like, I mean, sometimes they have like different names. I mean, for example, the Bungu box that we did last week, the Hatsukoi, it is actually, it's like Hatsukoi Blue Sapphire, but the bottle just says Sapphire, so it's got more to it. I don't know. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Yeah, sorry. I keep getting distracted. So I'm thinking this looks like a bit like of a washable blue. What do you think? Not in a bad way, just like a saturated washable blue. Blue is the color that has been most experimented with. I think you are right. That does make the most sense. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, it gives us a lot of options, but that just means someone out there needs to get on all these colors and do more. It is definitely work appropriate. Yes. It's actually like I'm thinking like Waterman Serenity Blue, like that kind of category. which I actually have not made a swab of yet, so I'm gonna have to do that. Maybe I will do that when I do my how to swab video. Okay, so because I have been like crazy energetic today, I have rambled forever, and I'm going to wrap it up because you probably all want to resume your life and work and all those fun things that are not playing with ink. So there we go. Kobe number 2, Hatoba Pure Blue. I'm going to just scratch this out before I forget. Thank you all so much for joining and for entertaining me on this fine Tuesday morning in my neck of the woods. I hope you all have a lovely day, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.